Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Rum Boys Fantasy Network, hosted by Le Admiral Robbie J. I am joined today by a very special guest. This man, him and his crew, you guys have seen him and Nick, on Faith the Public. They have pretty much influenced a big portion of this show and where we are here a whole year later. Ladies and gentlemen, of the Big Dogs Gotta Eat crew, of Faith the Public, Nicky Snacks.
Thank you, brother. It really is. We've been talking about doing this for a few weeks now. Last week set us back a little bit, and I'm sorry. Forget my voice. We went to a Devil Ranger game today, so as you know from my own self, I kind of get into those games a little bit. But we thank you for the support. You guys are just as great. So I look forward to a great episode here, brother. Thank you for having me.
We greatly appreciate it. Really quick, before we get into football, man, I know that you just enjoy the Devils Rangers, but my Capitals, though.
Oh, come on. Come on.
I had to go there, Nicky. I had to get it.
I know.
Get one in.
It's fit. Listen, Washington's had a very good last few years. Very good.
Depends on who you ask.
As a diehard Ranger fan, we have beaten the Capitals numerous times in the playoffs. You know that. That. Don't get it twisted. They just didn't see the Rangers in the playoffs when they won the Stanley Cup. So, come on.
Hey, it's all love. It's all love. This is going to be a very interesting episode, especially us two Northeast guys, me being from D.C., you being from New York.
Yeah.
So, I think a lot of passion is going to happen during this episode.
Maybe a little too much.
We're going to enjoy it, man. So let's go ahead and dive right into the fantasy football talk, the fantasy football analytics, being that, that's what we are both known for across the interwebs. First off, make sure you guys follow Nicky at snacks_BDGE on Twitter. If you have any other handles that you want to drop, man, I'll add them to the description after the video too.
Oh, that's it. Follow my Twitter account where I just go crazy about how much I hate the Cowboys and other fantasy football stuff. That's about it.
that and you guys' love for Zendaya.
Well, yeah, of course. That is always.
So let's get into it, man. Did you want to kind of go game by game, how I said, or did you want to go off the script that I sent? We can go either way, man. I should have asked first.
No, we can go off the script. Whatever you said. That's you rather go that way. I'm all in on that.
Okay, so you said you want to do the game by game or script, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does. Honestly, bro, whatever you want, whatever you feel best with, all on you. Awesome. You rip it to me. We'll go back and forth. Whatever you want.
Awesome. Yeah, I like to personally, kind of go game by game because, as you know, every person that listens to either one of us has a completely different roster than what we may have rostered. So we may give advice that may help yourself or myself, but may not apply to someone else. So of course we are already done with the Turkey Day games. So you're already out of players like Josh Allen, Cole Beasley, John Smoke Brown, the Dax, the Zekes, the Trubisky's, the Scarboroughs are all out of the picture now. So we're now focused on what you are pretty much going to be looking at for the remainder of your week in terms of running backs, receivers, flex plays, pretty much damn near almost. Because if you were smart, you probably put your Thursday players in right away. And you left that spot open.
Yeah, and I guarantee Julio Jones left a lot of people pretty angry on Thanksgiving. That was a game time decision out that hurt me. So I feel for everybody else out there.
Julio Jones is the reason for the Rum Boys Company slogan, why the rum is always gone. I had literally just demolished the whole bottle last year because he had scorned me so bad, and I now stuck with him in one this year. We're gonna get into Redskins Panthers here, so kind of going into my team, and then as the Rum Nation knows, my wife's team. What are you thinking here? Obviously Christian McCaffrey, but further more than that.
Well, obviously Washington's pretty dead in the water, right? They got really nothing to play for. Josh Norman's not playing. Again, I'm sorry for my raspy voice. This is not how I wanted to talk, but you'll still be able to hear me because I talk about enough. I think Dwayne Haskins might be settling in a little bit. Carolina's defense has not been sharp at all. They used to be very good in the past game. They're not anymore. I like Terry McLaurin. I think Haskins and Terry are going to start forming a little bond before the end of the year to give them a little bit of hope for next year. Because at the end of the day, you got to find something that you think the Redskins are playing for and hoping for. And I think that's that. So outside of McCaffrey, and you could start Moore and Samuel, Washington's pass defense is, I'm trying not to be too rude to every team, but so I'm going with Terry. I like Terry. I think he's going to, especially in half-point PPR, full-point PPR, he's the guy that Haskins wants to throw the ball to. So I'm all on Terry this week.
I agree. Terry McLaurin and Dwayne Haskins starting, kind of get back to their old school Ohio State days. Very, very reminiscent of what they were in college over the last, I want to say, week and a half of film, 2 weeks of film. That at least broken down. So I'm agree with the Terry McLaurin start. I actually went ahead and I started him in a league that I am battling for the last playoff spot in. Obviously, Christian McCaffrey, DJ Moore. I am always going to stress that you are starting DJ Moore if you have him, if he's available.
Dude, he is a stud, huh?
What kills me is he has the yards and it's the TDs that aren't there. It's like when you look at his stat line outside of fantasy, it's like, what? But when you see the fantasy points, it's like, give me all shares of this kid. Him and Cortland Sutton are two guys where it's like, I want all shares of them.
Yep, I'm all in on that. Cortland Sutton a little bit more just because I think his talent's better, but DJ Moore he's a stud. What a great wide receiver class that was last year.
Facts. I think with DJ Moore, he came into the season with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder after all the social media stuff with Steve Smith. By the way, I met Steve Smith, and that dude is really like that, man. Like, I never liked that guy. I asked this dude about advice on being an analyst, and he compared breaking down stats to going out on a night of town and getting some, you know what? And I was like, yeah, sports is exactly like going to get pussy. I was like, you're exactly right, Steve Smith.
Keep telling me more.
Let's see here. Jets, Bengals. I know how you feel about this being the other New York team, but I am going to go ahead and ask it anyways, Nicky. Is Sam Darnold startable?
He's very startable. He's been playing very well the last few games. Cincinnati offers an easy opponent for him. He's probably going to continue throwing the ball well. Le'Veon Bell from the backfield. In the Jets' backfield, nothing has been going. Nobody's running the ball with yards. The only way the Jets are scoring is through the air. And I think Sam Darnold continues to throw the ball. And as much as I hate to do it, I will say very startable. Jamison Crowder, another very good start because Cincinnati Bengals defense is awful against slot wide receivers. So Jamison Crowder, you can throw him in there if you need him. But I hate saying it. I hate Sam Darnold because he's a Jet. Not on any other reason. But, yes, startable, very startable quarterback this week. Good streaming option if you need one.
I agree. I believe, so I purposely wanted to pitch that question to you first because I was like, I don't want to have to be the one that my fan base has to hear me heading into playoffs saying Sam Darnold. Like, it hurts my stomach. It makes me sick.
I know. I'm with you.
It's like, dude, this guy, here it is. He's coming out November, December, which is when you really need to come out, ball, and play football. But it's like, I can't get over the fact that you were seeing ghosts. I can't get over the fact that you called a 15-year-old fucking kissing disease named mono. Like, this dude doesn't remind me of a football player.
Is there a bigger, excuse my language, but a bigger pussy in the NFL than Sam Darnold this year?
No.
When you think about it, I mean, like,
No.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
No. And by the
I
way,
have mono and I'm seeing ghosts, buddy. I don't care what you do against atrocious defenses. Shut the fuck up. I have no respect for you. I never will. Never will.
I have no respect for Sam Darnold.
None.
And by the way, man, I should have said this before in the back studio. This is a freedom of speech channel. We say whatever. We don't care. We're called the Rum Boys.
I know. Listen, I've heard you guys curse numerous times, but I still, with no respect, the first time I do curse, I want to make sure I say, excuse my language. That's
no
all.
worries.
Now I'm good to go.
Yo, on the Bengals side of the ball, sit everyone. But do go check out the Rum Boys interview with Ryan Finley. And that's the only thing I have to say about the Bengals side of the ball.
Ryan Finley, that's a good get.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm going to tune in right after this because I have not got to that yet. Ryan Finley. Dude,
we got Ryan Finley, Nick Bosa, Kyler Murray. We were at the NFLPA rookie premiere last year, man.
Yeah, man. That's too good. It's too good. We tried. What did we get? We got Taylor Lewan, who I tell you, hated him.
What?
He didn't hate us, but we were starting to ask him a little too many questions. He's like, all right, I'm just going to drink beers with my friends. Can we wrap this up? We're like, all right. When we were down in Nashville for the draft, it was fun. But I'd like to hear what Ryan Finley has to say. So after this, I think I have a little bit of listening to do.
I tell you what, he's a smart kid. The way he broke down the quarterback position was different than everyone else in that quarterback class. I was like, whoa. Let's see here. Before we go into this next game, let's see. SP Fantasy Football Analyst asked, I need this playoff spot so badly. Need to win this week. I need a wide receiver 1, Devontae Parker, Robert Woods, Alshon. Also pick 2, Saquon, Gordon, Eckler, Henry, or Jones.
From the wide receivers, I'm taking Devontae Parker. I mean, he's had a floor of 11 points minimum.
Yeah.
The last 10 games, half point PPR. Like, you know what you're going to get from them. They're going to keep throwing the ball in Miami. Philadelphia's secondary is really bad. So why not trust the number 1 wide receiver with a Ryan Fitzpatrick that is just going to keep continuing to throw the ball because that's all he knows how to do. Just drop back and throw it. So I would take Devontae Parker. And if I'm picking 2 from that crew, I'm obviously going Saquon. Bias alone, I have to take Saquon. Green Bay also they let up the 3rd most running back points per game in fantasy, so have to take them. Hunter Henry gives you a premium upgrade tight end. Nobody has a Hunter Henry type who's going to get you at least 10 points, especially in half point PPR. And Ronald Jones is going against the Jaguars, who have let up 600 million rushing yards to running backs the last 3 weeks. So I'm going Rojo, Saquon, Hunter Henry. I know pick 2.
Yeah.
It's tough.
But you got a lot of firepower there, SP. I'm gonna say Devontae Parker. For every reason that Nicky just
gotta go
Parker. Yeah, so that one in the wide receiver class is an automatic. I don't even know if Robert Woods is mentally focused as a player at this point.
Yeah. And God didn't throw the ball.
Exactly. Yeah, Goff's not get the ball to him. It's Cooper Kupp all day over there in LA. Alshon Jeffrey, he's playing banged up. I'm not trusting a guy that can go out there and re-aggravate something again and then possibly play 3 snaps for me and then he's off. Plus, without there being no Deshaun Jackson to open up the deep route and take away the safeties, especially in a cover 2 situation, that shit's just not happening for Alshon. He's not a prime time type of guy like that. So we're going to go Devontae Parker for the receiver. But for my pick 2, I am going straight towards Ronald Jones against the Jaguars. And then, like you mentioned, with the tight end premium, Hunter Henry, I look at this the way that I look at film. Big body receiver. He can box out like a basketball player. If there's Hunter Henry available and I can flex him, oh, hell yeah, we flexing him.
Yeah. Oh, I'm with you. Think about it.
Yep.
That's all Philip Rivers knows how to throw the ball to. It's Hunter Henry. So,
oh yeah.
And you going Ronald Jones against absolutely miserable run defense right now. Give it all to me. Cannot disagree more. Cannot agree more. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Titans Colts. So before I actually pass this on to you, I just want to remind everyone, since coming into the starting role, I believe week 7, Ryan Tannehill is like overall fantasy QB2.
I'm glad you said this. Yep.
Nicky, take it away, brother.
Dude, I mean, Ryan Tannehill, out of all the quarterbacks in the world, come on.
What is
Come on.
these podcasts talking about Tannehill right now?
I know. I never thought I would see this day in my life. A Saturday night, we're sitting here. We're talking about Ryan Tannehill as a fantasy option and probably a really good fantasy option, which is just insane. It's insane. But, yes, if you have the option to start Tannehill, you start him. And if you're in a super flex or a 2 quarterback, you start him with ease. With ease. Derrick Henry's an auto start now. Shout out to my man Animal, my co-host on Bed Bubble. He has been hammering home Derrick Henry since he's been blue in the face.
That man's a Derrick Henry truther, dude.
The biggest truth I've ever met in my life. Shout out to him. He nailed it. He has nailed it. All in on Derrick Henry. Guys, beast. Other than that, though, I'm not very confident starting anybody else. Jonathan Williams, yeah, maybe. But Tennessee is a stingy defense. I see this being a low-scoring game. If you're desperate, or if you had Marlon Mack or something, you could play Jonathan Williams as your running back. But not overly confident in starting anybody else outside of Tannehill, Derrick Henry. So, I just see this being an AFC South sloppy mess of a game.
Yeah, I see this as a mess of a game. Even if we want to take pull the magnifying glass back away from the fantasy aspect.
Yeah,
guys, Vegas is favoring this as a 1.5 point game with the 3. This is going to be low scoring. This is going to be sloppy. This is going to be nasty. When you guys are reading numbers like that, and I always try and take stuff like that and analytics like that into whenever I'm setting my lineup. I'm like, maybe they know something that I don't know. This isn't going to be high scoring. Aside from Tannehill, aside from Derrick Henry, you are staying far away from this game. If you have to play Jacoby Brissett, well, then you're SOL, you're playing Jacoby Brissett, and that is what it is.
Could be worse, but it's not great.
Yeah, I believe T.Y. still should be good. I don't believe he re-aggravated the injury last game.
Yeah, no, he should be out there.
Yep, Ty is going to be out there here per source, so you're good there. Marlon Mack out, Paris Campbell out, so there's not anything else to worry about. They are missing so many defensive pieces. With Rock Ya-Sin, their best corner gone. You're not even starting the Colts defense. So aside from the players that we mentioned, Hilton, Brissett, Tannehill, Henry, that's all you're rocking with.
That's it. I can't think of anybody else. So that's going to be one ugly football game.
Very much so. Very much so. And also, if you guys have lineup questions, toss them out to us. Let's see here. Eagles, Dolphins. Oh, my gosh. First off, these two teams in the same sentence together is the most disgusting thing ever. I'm not a big truther on Carson Wentz, and I say there's no reason to start him. He looked terrible last week.
Yeah. How do you trust him? He's got great looking hair, but that's it. How do you trust him?
I got no legs, Lieutenant Dan. That's what every time I hear Carson Wentz, that's exactly what I think. Miles Sanders, Zach Ertz, only ones that are startable, and even Zach Ertz,
he's questionable with a hamstring. Yeah.
If you've been following us, I've been kind of telling you guys to get away from Zach Ertz. Go try and sell Zach Ertz to go and get even one of the lesser Baltimore tight ends at this point. Like, I'm even more satisfied with one of those guys over Ertz. Ertz isn't doing it for anyone this season. No, I don't think he's in the Super Bowl this year. But if you have to play him, go ahead. Yeah, start him. We mentioned Devontae Parker earlier. He's startable.
Oh, yeah.
And that's really all the action that you got going on. Miles Sanders, Ertz, and Parker.
Can't think of anything else. I mean, Alshon Jeffrey's been hurt. I don't trust him. Like, there's nothing there to trust it. Dallas Goedert's a sneaky play if you need a tight end, especially if Ertz is missing time. But it's tough trusting Carson Wentz, so I'm not going to go out on a limb and say Dallas Goedert's the end all be all.
Jack Doyle or Ryan Griffin? I'm saying Ryan Griffin.
Yeah, dude, Ryan Griffin's been a beast. How do you can't not start Ryan Griffin over Jack Doyle in this situation?
No, absolutely, positively can't. Leafs defense. Which, by the way, your Leafs defense are some bums. Treat. Just wanted you to know. Packers Giants. Sorry, bud. I don't make the schedule.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you kill me. There's nobody not to start on the Packers team. I'm out here in New Jersey. Tomorrow the weather's going to be brutal. So I think Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams have a big game. We're getting rain, sleet, snow in Jersey tomorrow. I'm 15 minutes away from the stadium, so assume the same there. I would predict more of a running game. So Aaron Jones, Jamal Williams would be big time players. But feel comfortable starting any Green Bay Packer. The Giants, you almost have to feel comfortable starting all of them too. Golden Tate, they get down big. They're usually down 14 points after the first 5 minutes of the football game. So they're going to be throwing it, and you have to start Saquon. You can't put him on the bench. But Golden Tate, Darius Slayton, two good guys.
No.
Keeper leagues. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that game tomorrow.
I feel so sorry. I'm sorry. If it makes,
I did what I could. I did what I could and explained. But
yeah, if it makes you feeling better, my Redskins suck as well, and it's always tough for me to cover them. Yes, you are starting. Yeah.
Chase Young, the chase for Chase is on.
Hey, I will tell you this. I will tell you this much. Danny Dimes is a very humble, wholesome young man. He just needs to get into football. Yeah, he needs to get into football, but he needs to realize that he's a football player. Like, he's just when I see him on film and what I know of him, I see that through his play. It's like, get the silver spoon out your fucking mouth and go play football. Like,
I know. His ball placement's great. His athleticism is really good, but I'm with you. There's a lot of things he needs to really kind of.
He needs that moxie. He needs that swagger.
Yeah, right. And Eli like sneakily had that. So that's where I want him to go. But that's just me. Yeah.
He was a Manning, though. I mean, come on, Snacks. The Mannings just have that.
It's true. It's true. And listen, he went up toe to toe. Tom Bill, he beat him twice. Don't fucking start. Don't start with me. Don't start. He had the moxie enough to do it. You know that.
Exactly. It's this kid now.
I know.
Another interview, but take that spoon out your mouth, kid, and go out there and let's play ball.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I need to see a lot more. I'm disgusted. I have hated my life for the last 7 weeks.
Before I even deliver my take on these players, I see the same thing in my quarterback where it's the opposite. It's like you got the attitude, you got the moxie, but you have too much of it to where
there's a skill.
Yeah, you're out here begging offensive linemen to help you. Like, you should have this.
That was bad. I was actually going to bring that up to you when we were talking about the Redskins. What do you think of that? For me, that's I don't love that. Don't love that.
I like that as a young man, he's taking the initiative to go out there and be like, you guys are the vets. Help me, help you. Like, what do I have to do to help you? I like the verbiage. I don't like the outside persona that everyone could see it. I know what you're wanting. Everyone else doesn't know what you're wanting.
Right. That's a good point. And in 2019, we hear everything. So you're right. And then everybody's like, "Oh, the linemen aren't even looking at him. They don't care. That's just blah 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 blah."
They were just like, but they were already like, why are you acting like this now? Like it's fourth quarter already,
right? Right, exactly. And that's why everything gets blown up. But he's actually sitting there saying like, "Let's go. Like, help. What do you want me to do? How can I help you?" I get it. I got you. Yeah. Still pathetic, So.
But I'm gonna say Aaron Rodgers start, Aaron Jones start, Saquon start, Adams start, Ingram start.
Ingram's out. Ingram's out.
Oh yeah, Evan Ingram is out. Ingram is out. Yep, you're correct.
You're rolled out today.
Yep, that is correct. Do look for the running game for the Packers, ladies and gentlemen, to kind of be effective tomorrow. Beloga is out. That is greatly going to affect. I get that, they still got a big guy in the name of Bakhtiari. But Beloga is an offensive tackle that is kind of almost irreplaceable.
One of the best in the game.
Yes, when we talk about size, when we talk about interior hand placement, so on and so forth. So look for that to maybe affect your shares of Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams tomorrow. Golden Tate is out from what I am seeing here. So no Golden Tate, no Evan Ingram, no Rhett Ellison. So yeah, it's the Saquon show. It's a Saquon.
It is. Saquon and Chip.
Yep. Darius Slayton's going to be put up on a pedestal, which I love.
Yo, Darius Slayton's a stud, man. He's a stud. That guy can play.
This dude played against a 12-year-old in Madden. I watched this shit with my own two eyes and demolished him in Madden. Like, dude, I'm like, this isn't fair. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you literally know the playbook. I'm like, and that as a child, he was like, all is fair in love and war. Looks dead up at me. Like, oh my gosh. So that's what we got going on for the Packers-Giants game there. Give me 1 second. I had to hit the back button. Browns-Steelers. The revenge game.
The revenge game. The Browns defense going after not Mason Rudolph, but Delvin Hodges. They're going bounty hunting. They're going for the head.
Is it bounty hunting or duck hunting?
Oh, duck hunting. Good call. Good call. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Dang.
So yeah, what are we thinking here?
Well, I mean, you got to figure Steelers defense is really good. I suspect this to be another low-scoring game. You got Odell, you got Jarvis. They're going to give you your PPR points, especially Jarvis, but I'm going to stick with Chubb. They're going to run the ball. That's what Cleveland does best. They win games when Nick Chubb is running the ball heavily. And now a Kareem Hunt, woman beater. Sorry. I didn't want to say it out loud. Did I say it out loud? Sorry.
Just
woman beater. But they have a two-headed monster. They're running the ball well. They're throwing the ball out of the backfield well. I think this is a very big backfield game. Jalen Samuels, Connor's out. Benny Snell's going to have a big day. In both backfields, I think that's where we see our most fantasy production.
Okay. I like it. Yeah, I think there's only one receiver. I agree with you there. The running backs in this game are definitely startable. I see Jarvis Landry being a startable receiver here. He's been turning on these last 2 to 3 weeks. I got to rock with them. And what's even worse about me making this take is I'm the person that has had – I'm sure you've been there where you've told people, hey, go start this person, but because of your personal lineup, you have someone else that you start over them.
Yep.
That's been me and Landry this year. Love-hate relationship. I feel so bad. But
I've done that with Landry in the past too, and especially most recently, he's been an all-world stud. So you got to start him with confidence. Baker's got that confidence in him, so roll with him.
Now, I'm going to be the first one right now to bring up fantasy-relevant defenses here out of our two-person panel. You are starting the Pittsburgh Steelers. I have said this for the last goddamn 11 weeks on this show. Okay, and I'm gonna keep on preaching it to you guys until you guys finally get it, because they are still available out there for you to go and get. Go get you some Steelers defense. They create turnovers. Minka Fitzpatrick is a beast. The
What a treasure.
Yeah, the little Watt on the line is doing crazy work. You got to go get him.
Yeah, they're all over the place, and Baker's a very prone to turnovers this year. So is that whole Cleveland Browns offense. So all in on the Steelers defense. Good call.
Jamal Williams or LaShawn McCoy. Last spot for Billy Goat's flex. Billy Goats, I think, is a Giants fan as well.
Oh, Billy. You know you want to play Jamal Williams because you know if you're a Giants fan how awful on defense they are. But Kansas City is already ruled out. Damian Williams. I still love their offense as much as I love the Ravens. Kansas City offense is too electric. I would go with LaShawn McCoy. Jamal Williams, bad weather, might not be getting all the targets that he normally gets and why he puts up points, and that could go to Aaron Jones on the run game. So I would go LaShawn McCoy, Damian Williams out. Kansas City, that great offense. That's what I go.
I sense something sneaky happening here, and I'm gonna say Jamal Williams. I think he sneaks in a couple of good yards for you and a TD. Billy Goat and yeah, I'm gonna roll Jamal Williams. I mean, because if they get up early on the Giants, there's no need to put down an Aaron Jones.
If you mean when?
I wasn't trying to say that, but yeah.
Come on. Listen. It's not by. I would love Jamal Williams to do good because I need a win and I need somebody to lose to get in the playoffs in one of my leagues. So I would love Jamal Williams to do that because he's my RB2. But I just see a little bit more upside with LaShawn McCoy this week. But I see your way too. So either way, flip a coin.
Yeah, that's literally a flip a coin one. We got a pick two scenario here. Mike Evans, Godwin, Shark. Connor Burke, you already know I'm going to go Godwin, Shark. Snacks.
I'm going Godwin, Shark too. I think like Shark is an absolute stud, and he's playing a miserable pass defense, and Godwin is the better of the two wide receivers this year. So easy decision for me.
Exactly. Let's see here. We're going to get into Bucks, Jags. We already mentioned Rojo. If this is the free Rojo year, let's just let it be. It's for people that were Peyton Barber truthers at the beginning of the season, like myself, because you have to admit that you were wrong, and that doesn't happen.
Well.
He started so well. And
I know. Like, what the fuck happened?
Bruce Arians changed the playbook.
Yeah. That kills a lot.
So, but yeah, obviously Chris Godwin startable here. Jameis, Apple, turnover, Winston. Jameis Winston could be the very first quarterback since Drew Brees in 2005 to tie and complete the most TDs and interceptions in the league simultaneously.
That's my head like spin.
The fact that I know that stat, that's a stat that I don't want to know.
Right, exactly.
Leonard Fournette startable, Mike Evans startable.
Honestly, I see it being a high-scoring game. I would start them all.
Yeah, start. Yeah,
DJ Chark, we went over on our episode of Fade the Public this past week. Yesterday, we talked about like league winners for the rest of the year, and DJ Chark was one of my league winners. I think he's an absolute stud, and he's going to win you big games down the stretch. So start him with absolute confidence.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm saying go all in with the usuals here. The only positions that you're not starting in this game are you're not playing any defenses and you're not playing tight ends. That's it.
Amen.
Let's see here. Chris Carson or DJ Moore as Koo. That's probably going to be right up your alley, man, because I'm going to go so biased towards Carson.
Dude, so am I, and I love Carson. But we saw it last week. Wrong. Chris Carson fumbled again. That's what, like 8 fumbles this year. He's put the ball on the ground. Rashad Penny came in and killed it. DJ Moore, they're going against very shitty pass defense in the Washington Redskins. Him and Kyle Allen were humming last week. I'm going to go DJ Moore, and I hate doing it because I love Chris Carson, but I'm fading Carson big time this week.
I feel like you're so right here. I want to, like I said at the beginning of my take, I want to go Carson, but I'm so big on what I see on film, and I feel like a good portion of that does convert over into fantasy. I'm going to go DJ Moore.
Yeah, dude, I just think his upside is 20 times more than what Carson brings right now.
Yeah, and see, look, and he has Dalvin Cook and Christian McCaffrey at running back. Yeah, let's go ahead and flex.
You're good. You're good.
49ers versus the Ravens. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow for the play-by-play for this game. Normally we do the NFL Rum Zone here on this network, where I do the 7 hours commercial-free football for you guys, every big play. Tomorrow, because of how big this game is, the first half of our day will be 49ers versus Ravens. Snacks, take it away.
Good call, man.
Push up the ratings. You gotta get the viewers.
No, I'm with you. That's awesome. That's why I was like, hell yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. At this point, I know I'm not. I talked about the Giants Packers weather because I know I'm in New Jersey and I'm here, but I'm not like big into the whole weather factor. I do know Baltimore is supposed to be kind of crummy tomorrow.
Yeah, it is.
I got a cousin that lives down there, and I don't know, you tell me, but how do I not start Lamar Jackson with confidence? He's the MVP front runner, starting him in there. I don't know if I love Ingram. San Francisco's run defense is good. Their overall defense is phenomenal, as we've seen. I would probably trust their tight ends. I trust Hurst and Andrews. I think if Lamar is going to have success throwing the ball against that San Francisco defense, Baltimore's defense has been very good. They did struggle at the beginning of the season, so I'd be hesitant. But Tevin Coleman, I would probably throw in there. Just screens out of the backfield, dump downs, check downs, runs. He's probably going to the heavy guy. Brett is still banged up. Mostert is nah. Deebo Samuel is probably getting James Peters on him, so not too confident in San Francisco's offense. I am confident in a few of both. A great game, and I wish that was like Sunday Night Football.
Man, I don't know if you saw, like, I've had like a huge Twitter rant towards the NFL. I'm happy that I didn't get blocked because I was like, flex this game. Like, hurry up. They didn't flex the game. They don't care. They don't care what I have to say, obviously.
So stupid, so dumb.
So dumb, dude. But it is what it is. I am not confident in the 49ers offense. Here's why. Because I am going to go with the weather. I'm not big on the weather playing a factor like you, but this team has proven that in bad weather, when they came down to D.C., when they traveled to the East, not even a full 45 minutes, they almost got shut down. Baltimore's 10 times better. I don't care, rain, sleet, snow. It doesn't matter. When I've said this millions of times, I'm sure my audience is tired of me saying this. When the most explosive player has the ball in their hands from start to finish of a play, what can you do? I respect 49ers coaching, abilities. I don't think they can stop the Baltimore offense. This Baltimore offense is probably going to pounce all over them. They're going to trounce all over them. You are starting every single Raven that you have. Hollywood Brown's a go. Lamar Jackson's a go. Ingram's a go. Mark Andrews are a go. Garoppolo. Yeah, Garoppolo I'm probably sitting tomorrow. Huh?
I said I love the conviction. They're all a go. Love it.
I'm probably sitting Garoppolo tomorrow. Coleman is probably the only one that I'm running due to the fact that it is a weather game, so he's gonna get his touches.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, though, that receiving core I'm worried about. Even Debo, I'm worried about.
Right. Well, and I love Debo. Debo is, I mean, he's been a stud, but I can't trust him going in there up against Marcus Peters is number one.
Yep. Here's a question that ties right into this game here from Koo. Yeah. Brown or Terrell Williams?
See, we're talking about being confident in starting, whatnot, but I'm going to go Tyrell. I think Oakland goes down. I think KC goes up ahead. KC's pass defense isn't the worst as you would think it would be, like really shitty, which, I mean, they kind of are, but they're not as bad as you think. With Hunter Renfro out, you forget how many targets that opens up. So I would go with T. Will in a throwing game for Oakland. But I'm not going to hate on you if you start Hollywood Brown. That Ravens offense is just humming too much. But great defense in San Fran, shitty defense in Kansas City, and a game script that I like more in favor of Oakland. I'll lean T. Will.
And I'm going to do the same thing with that take due to the fact weather's a lot better. The only factor that could be a disruption in this game for the Raiders is that this is at Arrowhead. I believe one of the top 5 loudest stadiums in the NFL, if not number one.
If not number one, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, with that being said, if that's the only factor that you're dealing with, and Hollywood Brown, a small body receiver, they run 3 tight end spreads where all 3 of those tight ends get the ball, in that Ravens offense. Yeah, let me take the game script that allows, more passability down the field.
Yep.
So on and so forth. The weather's not as bad. Let me take the less risk, and I'm going to go with Will.
Yeah, I'm with it. Same reasons, same everything.
Hell yeah, man. We're pretty good at what we do, guys. There's a reason why 35K on their channel. There's a reason why we got our 17, Let's see here. We're just about through, guys. We're going to get into the afternoon portion of the game. So we only have 3 of those. Rams and Cardinals.
Oh, God.
I'm saying Kyler is a go.
Kyler's definitely go. Listen, I'm an old takes exposed guy on Twitter. I love when he exposes everybody. I was wrong. I said Kyler Murray was just like too awkward and weird for me. They've made it work. His last 3 games, he's averaged 25 points a game in fantasy. So I'm starting him. The Rams seem dead to me.
Yeah.
The Ravens took their will. They took their will. So I'm all in on Kyler. I'll play Christian Kirk.
Yep.
I think he's moving forward the rest of the year. That's what Kingsbury wants. Him and Kirk getting a little bit of action together. But yeah, I full go on Kyler. On the Rams side, if you have any other options, please.
Cooper Kupp. Yeah, just Cooper Kupp is the only one.
Yeah, that's it. That's a given. That's it. But anybody else, please stay away.
Yeah, if you're absolutely, positively, hands down, no holds bar, stuck starting,
right.
Ram, you better hope that I don't even know, Everett's out. I think Everett's out.
Yeah, Everett is out. So it's Tyler Higbee as the tight end one.
And Tyler Higbee has hands of freaking cinder blocks, so I'm not with that.
It's a tight end friendly game against Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're in a deeper league and you don't love your tight end situation, I would throw Higbee in.
I'm with that. I could see that deeper leagues. We're talking, obviously, like 14 plus, like not even 12 at that point.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Kyler, Christian Kirk. Hell, I think even No, I'm not even gonna say Kenyon Drake in this game. Definitely bench him.
Yeah, I still respect that
That
Rams
run.
defense, but I'm not putting Kenyon Drake out there. Chase Edmonds probably gets a little bit more action this week coming back from injury. I stay away from there.
Exactly. So yeah, we're only suggesting bare minimums in this game.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We got a fantasy question in the chat here. Miles Sanders or Jonathan Williams?
I mean, I lose both ways.
Yeah.
I fucking hate the Eagles. And my Giants are playing the Packers tomorrow.
I'm gonna go Miles.
I am too. I think game script is going to be more in favor of them, in favor of running the football. And Miles Sanders has shown that. I mean, he's the best playmaker in that backfield, and they don't have many playmakers on that offense at all. So I will stick with Miles. Jonathan Williams probably torch the Giants, but I mean, not probably, definitely, but you know what I mean.
I am going to go out on a limb here.
Oh.
Jonathan Williams is going to Bo Scarborough all of you. And what I mean by that, he's going to Bo Scarborough, he's going to Ty Johnson, all of you. All of you that ran out, you spent your fab budget. All of you on Twitter that went and you flipped your takes. We're sorry we didn't tell you to go start Jonathan Williams. No one's new. Oh, well, we told you to start. All of this, the Jonathan Williams hype is going to be, it's like a firecracker on the 4th of July. You light it, you throw it, you think it's going to go, and then it just doesn't go off. Wow. That's Jonathan Williams.
Tomorrow. A big game for fantasy owners.
I felt that there was too much hype. And when I saw the rest of our colleagues in the independent media kind of just like bite on that, I was like,
going crazy on, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, first off, none of y'all said anything about him the previous week, and now all of a sudden he goes off and you're like, oh, like, no.
Yeah.
No.
I don't disagree. I think that Packers team runs the football heavily tomorrow, and he is not involved. I mean, I think that was a very dominant answer to say get rid of him out of your starting lineup, but I won't disagree. I think it's a bold, respectful take.
Yeah.
And I wish I didn't agree with you, but I do.
I had to go there, man. I had to go there. Chargers, Broncos. Phillip Noodle Arm Rivers. You said that you're a fan of old takes. I have one that has aged so well. I said this time last year or week 12 last year, Rivers was losing his arm. I stated that it was going to happen again, and sure enough, it's happening again. You're benching Phillip.
And it's even worse.
Mm-hmm.
He should be on everybody's waivers. He should not be in a starting lineup. My God, that's killed my Keenan Allen this year. It's killed him. The only person I like in that offense, I will start Gordon and Eckler. I think Eckler coming out of the backfield and Gordon running the ball, they'll get their points. I also like Hunter Henry because he's over the middle.
Yeah.
They can't really do anything else outside of that. So that's really it. The only guy I start with confidence is Hunter Henry because I know he's going to get the receptions. I know he's going to be over the middle getting the yards. But Gordon and Eckler, they scare the shit out of me. So I'm very, very keeled back on the Chargers and the Broncos. I like the way Philip Lindsay's been bringing it back from last year, and Drew Lock starting, and we saw him in the preseason. Man, he did not look good.
No, he did not
look good. Maybe Animal has my mind twisted, and I just want to see Drew Lock fail because of him. But I don't know. That's going to be a tough offense to start with.
See, I can't like every So we interviewed 40 rookies, right? Like I mentioned earlier, and
Yeah.
almost more than half of them, about almost 75% of them, have done really well. So I can't bring myself personally be like, no, Drew Lock. Like I want Drew Lock to go out there and light it up. I want everyone. Well, I live here in Colorado Springs. I want everyone here between the Springs and Denver to be like, Brandon Allen, who? There was an Allen era in the NFL. Like I'm ready for Drew Lock. This kid went through a lot of adversity at Mizzou. Of course, we're not starting him. This is just kind of us, just talking football here. But I mean, I'm still, despite Drew Lock starting, I'm still saying go Cortland Sutton. I'm still saying, Philip Lindsay. Those are the only two really that are valuable there. But damn, kid, I'm praying that you go off tomorrow. I'm praying that you go off tomorrow. And then that way, I can hit you guys up in your comments. I can be like, hey, Animal, all that Drew Lock hate, bro. Now he has to go on and then debate me. See? Yeah.
And me too. I hated on him too. I said, Animal, your team cannot draft quarterbacks. They don't know what they're doing, blah, 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 blah. And he's just like, So please, you better hope he has a good game. Then you could destroy the comment section. I will wait for it.
Dude, I'm looking forward to it. So that's what we got for that game, though. No Phillip Rivers, obviously Hunter Henry. By the way, look, I want you guys to maybe go back, rewind, study the way that for that game specifically, how we broke down the middle of the field is going to be open. Especially, Nicky, how we broke down, but that tight end is definitely going to be, hidden across that middle linebacker. Picture a lot of slant routes there. And then when you're watching it tomorrow, I know I teach you guys a lot, to watch the game, watch the film, and, kind of based off of that. And tell me that we aren't right. I'm just challenging everyone in the chat to do that. Raiders, Chiefs. And make sure you guys subscribe to BDGE too. Raiders, Chiefs. Oh, of course, man. What are you thinking here, brother? I know Mahomes hasn't impressed us, but
no, he hasn't. And I was actually talking on our last week's episode, or this past Friday, yesterday, I guess. I think Mahomes is going to absolutely turn it the fuck on the last 2 weeks. I think it's the whole new Lamar show, and rightfully so. And Patrick does have New England next week, but I think at least this week he's going to go nuts. I might buy all my stocks in DFS and Patrick Mahomes as quarterback. I just think he goes off. I think it's the Chiefs get right game. So I'm playing Tyreek Hill. He's back. We have no injury concerns about him now. He said he's in. Kelsey's in. The running back situation is tough because we don't know who is going to outsnap who. But based on the last whatever we've seen from the season, I'm going McCoy. I think this is a very, very, very big get right game for the Chiefs. And on the Raiders side, they like to pound the ball with Jacobs. So if they're losing, which I think they're going to be, I think that's going to be tough. But I think they'll be throwing the ball a lot. And Darren Waller and Tyrell Williams will be the beneficiaries for those targets and those catches. So that's how I see it. I see a big Chiefs win this week. So
absolutely. I see a Chiefs win. Despite the Oakland Raiders needing, they need this because they're trying to fight for that wild card spot.
Yeah, big time.
So they need this, but I don't foresee it happening, and it's just not in their deck of cards. The team is still kind of young in a lot of ways. And when you're facing a team that's coached by Andy Reid, when you're going up against Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, all those guys, there's so much more athleticism on the other side of the ball. You dropped a hot take about Patrick Mahomes in DFS. I would even maybe try and dare you guys with this game tomorrow on DFS to maybe go with the stack with Mahomes and a receiver. I think that a stack is going to be beneficial for you guys in this game, especially when you have a guy on the Raiders side of the ball defensively and Crosby, who's constantly always going to hit that rush. That's always going to leave us in the zone. So as long as Patrick Mahomes has a soft spot open in the zone, that's constant, easy check down territory to a tight end. This is a game where I don't necessarily feel like Mahomes has to. They're going to significantly outscore them by at least 10 points or more.
I think so. Yeah.
You know, hey, and Vegas thinks so too. So clearly we're on to something.
Yeah.
But I think this is a game where the points that you're going to get are going to come off those big yardage throws. The Raiders they send the blitz a lot, which is going to make this very pass happy for a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes, who can extend the play with his legs. I'm not trusting any of the running backs in this game for KC. It's because of the point spread being so big. That tells me big air. Let's go take a break and get some Gatorade.
Yep.
So
I'm with you. I always stay away, especially when it's a road dog that is that badly favored with a high-powered offense like Mahomes and the Chiefs. I feel very weary about those running backs.
Exactly. I even worry about our rookie Josh Jacobs here.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So the running game in this one, I'm saying let's pull back. But of course, once again, like I mentioned earlier in the show, if you are in an absolute positive need to where that's all you have at running back and that's what you have to roll with, then you're gonna do what you got to do.
Yep.
Patriots Texans.
Oh God.
I can't stand the Patriots. First off,
I mean nobody can. I don't even know what to say about this game. I have ugly game written all over it. What on the Patriots offense desires you to start anybody?
Dude.
I mean, think about it. And then do you really want to start Deshaun Watson against that New England defense? I mean, I guess in theory you have to start DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah.
He's got Stephen Gilmore on him, man. He's probably going to get shut down. So that is an ugly game in my opinion.
I think it's a little scoring. I think it's very similar to when the Texans faced the Colts. Almost identical.
Yeah, I could see that game being 17-10, 17-14.
Nope.
I do not see much there. I'm not giving you one guy on either team. I'm starting with confidence.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to tell our audience, either one of our audiences tonight, to head into this game and putting in any of these guys. I've been down on Carlos Hyde. Duke Johnson didn't fulfill anything that I projected him to do when he got traded.
What a disappointment Duke Johnson's been.
No offense coordinator knows how to use that kid. That's a damn shame.
Yeah.
If you have Texans receivers, I'll state, then maybe, but Kuhi is a New York Giants fan. We're having a little NFC East, podcast here. Yeah, I'm kind of fading that game. Maybe look, I knew that you were gonna do it. Giants pride. Maybe we talk about kickers
all day.
Start kickers in this game.
Honestly, kickers might be the best bet.
Yeah. We need to give you guys some type of in this game. Kai Forbath, or not Kai Forbath, Comedian Fairbairn.
Deal. I could see them getting into the territory, getting stalled, and kicking field goals. I can see it.
There we go. See, and Pat McAfee says that no one cares about kickers, and we just did it here.
And we literally just talked about kickers.
Vikings, Seahawks, Monday Night Football. Brother, take it away.
Oh, man, this wraps it up. I love the Seahawks. I will say it right now. I love them against the spread. I think they're going to beat the shit out of the Vikings. Yes. There's something about Russell Wilson in Seattle on prime time at home. I like Minnesota a lot this year. I just don't think they're up for it. And I'm taking Lockett. I'm taking Russ. I'm holding off a little on Carson because I don't fully trust it yet. I don't. I don't. The fumble really scared me, and Penny taking over and scoring that half a field goal of touchdown scared me. But I think Russ just goes off. I do. I think when the Vikings defense is susceptible, it's against the pass. And on the road, I think they're going to have trouble. So I'm going Russ. I'm going the receivers, Hollister as a tight end. Very big piece this week. Go all. I mean, obviously going Dalvin Cook. But outside of that, on the Vikings side, I ain't starting anybody with confidence. I think Seattle beats the shit out of them.
Yeah, I think Seattle comes in this game. They're gonna bully. Did you see the over under 50, bro? 50?
Yeah.
I think oh my gosh, I think a 50 burger could be thrown up in this game. Like I think the Seattle could even do that. At least come close.
I think they beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm starting everyone on the Seattle side of the ball. Give me DK. Give me Tyler Lockett.
Yeah.
Y'all knew I was going to mention Tyler Lockett. That's how I'm out on my playing style after.
He's a stud,
dude. When I do film breakdowns on this other site that we have called Sportscaster. It's like how Twitch they have the gamers. Yeah. And I do film breakdowns over there because none of the copyright BS. And dude, the stuff that I do on Tyler Lockett is fucking insane. But yeah, we're definitely starting Lockett. He's so crisp. He's so crisp in and out of his digs.
Yeah. And he's like so smooth, so underrated. He got what last year he had like 80 targets and 60 catches. Like just unheard of.
Freaking insane. I want to apologize for everyone with the whole tight end situation with the Seahawks because earlier in the season, like I was not anticipating Jacob Hollister coming on the way that he did. I know, later on in weeks, I was like, this is a guy that you guys got to go grab off the waiver wire. But just to kind of add to what you said, that kid has came on. And he's done his damn thing.
Yeah,
absolutely, positively startable. One of the things that you guys are going to kind of notice if you go back and watch this episode, we're telling you guys for your fantasy playoff push to start guys that at the beginning of the season, we're even telling you guys to start guys over guys that you may have drafted.
Yeah, literally.
This is where fantasy football greatly sways, and it comes a lot more closer. This is where fantasy almost meets reality. Almost.
Dude, it's a different animal. Look at those. You have to pay very well attention to those schedules and which defense your guys are playing. And if it's not a clear-cut stud, say like a DeAndre Hopkins or something, you have to think about making a switch just based on schedule. So,
so I mean,
they'll learn.
He said, "Yep, they'll learn." Yep. So I mean, I just wanted to point that out there. On the Viking side of the ball, Dalvin Cook is the only person that I care about starting.
Yeah.
And I like I said, man, I'm completely with you there. I'm with all of your.
You can't trust Diggs.
Hell no, you can't trust on Stephon Diggs. Diggs should have.
Dalen's not playing, bro.
Exactly. Diggs should have taken his opportunity. Diggs wanted to go back home to DC. He wanted to go back into the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. He should have taken the opportunity instead of taking the money. He would have been so much happier.
Yep. You would have liked that too.
Hell yeah.
He's a baller. He's a baller, but I definitely agree. But
other than that, Nicky, tell the public, tell the fans here on the Run Boys Fantasy Network what you guys got coming up and just a little bit more about you guys.
Yeah, man. So we started literally probably a year ago to the day, literally 365 days. Nick started this whole channel on his own a few years ago, and it blew up, and he brought me and Animal in. We were in the high stakes E-Town Get Down League where we based the whole show off of. People, for whatever reason, wanted to hear about that. So he brought us in to talk about it and go with it. And from there, we just started going all things fantasy, who we like, who we hate, all these different things, these different segments. and it keeps taking off. People seem to enjoy it. I don't know how they enjoy listening to me or Max or Animal's voice, but we love it, and we appreciate all the support from you guys, from them. So it's great, and here I am. I never thought I would be doing this, and I've been enjoying talking all the games to you tonight. So thank you, and it's been great.
Yeah,
I don't know what else. I'm very thankful.
Hey, no worries, man. We're definitely gonna have to do it again.
Gotta do a collab or something.
Yeah, we definitely. As I say, we definitely gotta do a collab because I feel like your show and our show are like super similar. Where people like
perfectly next. Yeah, perfectly. Because you got your stranglehold opinions, which I love. I love it. So you coming on, we do that. That's gonna blow the roof off the top.
Dude, set it up, man. And then what I find, what I really quick, what I want to let everyone know, I'm always big on ending my shows with something positive. Before we do our cheers out, I want to let everyone know. Nicky just said it right there. He started his show pretty much. They started their show as a team. I'm sorry, I didn't mean, as a team and as a family, they started their show about a year ago. We started our show October 10th, a year ago. This shit is definitely doable. This is possible. So I want to end this with, don't let anyone tell you it like this is impossible. Nick Arlaco, the you guys big dog, big dogs. He posted a tweet the other day, and I was like, I messaged him. I was like, yo, I felt that. He said the hardest thing to do was having to explain to his family at Thanksgiving what he does for a living. I talk about fantasy football for a living. Don't let anyone tell you guys it's not possible. Keep watching all of our content, both on Rum Boys Fantasy Network and on Big Dogs Gotta Eat. Keep studying kind of like our styles. Take the good things and the bad things that you like from us. Learn it, apply it to yourself, and you could be the next big person one day. I'm enjoying my ride in the industry, but I know that shit happens, So I always want to encourage the future. I always want to provide something to the future. Holy shit, we just got one last question right when I was about to hit the end button. Wow. So Math Quest asks, Jameis Winston or Aaron Rodgers? Standard score. You're going to hate my answer, dude. I think you already know. We just did a show together, so.
I think I do know your answer, so I'll say mine. I'm gonna go. Oh my god! See, like the whole Aaron Rodgers thing is playing my Giants, man. I'm more of a Giants fan than I am anything in the world. Anything in the world. I'm gonna go Jameis because I know what his floor is. I don't care if he throws 7 interceptions. I know what his floor is. He's going to score you 20 points because he's going to throw 4 touchdowns regardless of whatever fucking happens. So I will go Jameis in the nice, beautiful weather down in Florida.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm taking Jameis as well. Like Jameis. Jameis is literally one of those guys that you watch during Sunday. And you're like, damn it, you threw an interception. But then you look at your phone. You're like, oh shit, I'm still up. By like 10, 20 feet.
He still got me 20 points.
Yeah, so I don't care with Jameis Winston. I'm starting Jameis Winston. My wife has Aaron Rodgers. I could probably ask her for some Aaron Rodgers takes, but I know there's been a few times where he has even faltered. But it's not going to happen against the Giants. I'm sorry, but I'm picking Winston. Stats are stats. Things are things.
We know we're in agreement. We know what we're getting with Jameis tomorrow. We know it.
Exactly.
Regardless of what Rodgers does, even if you think he explodes for 59 points, we know what we're getting with Jameis. So I'm taking the safe play, Jameis Winston at Jacksonville tomorrow.
All day, every day. All righty. Hey, Snacks, I appreciate you for joining us on the show. There's a special way that we sign off here. It's the Rum Boys Cheer. So join in with us. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rum Boys and girls, what it do. Dilly dilly. We appreciate all of you. And we are out of here.
That's awesome, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you for joining.
Dude, are you kidding me? That was awesome. Thank you so much.